Hi students, we were dealing with Y classification unit 12 of basic science textbook of class 8. So in the part 1 we have discussed about classification, taxonomy and taxonomy key and also about the significance of taxonomy. Isn't it? So what is taxonomy? Yes, it is a scientific way of classifying organisms based on similarities and differences. And there are different branches in biology, and every branch in biology have emerged from immense contributions by different scientists. So do you know about any scientist related to taxonomy? Yes, Carl Linnaeus. He is one major contributor of taxonomy. Along with Linnaeus, there are some other scientists who have made valuable contributions in the history of taxonomy.
So, today we are going to discuss the topic milestones of taxonomy. So, here are some pictures of some scientists who have made valuable contributions in the history of taxonomy. So, can you read out the names of the scientists who have made the contributions? It's written here. Can you read out? Yes, there is Aristotle, Charagan, Carl Linnaeus, Theophrastus, John Ray. So let's look in detail about the contributions made by these scientists in taxonomy in detail. So Aristotle, who is considered as the father of biology. So Aristotle is the father of biology because he was the first who classified organisms as red-blooded organism and those without red blood cells. So he classified organism into two groups, that is organisms with red blood cells and those without red blood cells. So that was Aristotle's contribution in classification or taxonomy. So Aristotle is considered as the father of biology, and he classified organisms as those with red blood cells and those without red blood cells. And the next is Theophrastus. Theophrastus is the father of botany. So, father of botany is Theophrastus. Botany means study of plants. So, Theophrastus is the father of botany. He classified plants into annuals, biennials, and perennials. So, Theophrastus was the first to classify plants into annuals, biennials, and perennials. Annuals means plants which germinate, bloom, set seed, and die all in 1 year. That means annuals complete their life cycle within 1 year. While biennial means they takes 2 years to complete their life cycle. That means they germinate and grow in 1 year and they bloom and die the following year. And perennials means they have a life cycle that lasts more than 2 years, which means it grows and flowers for many years. So perennials are plants means plants which grows and flowers for many years. So it was Theophrastus who have classified plants into annuals, biennials and perennials. So he is considered as the father of botany. Who is the father of biology? Aristotle. And Theophrastus is the father of botany. The next is Charagan. So here you can see Charagan is an Indian scientist. Aristotle, Theophrastus are from Greece, but Charagan is the one Indian scientist who have made contributions in taxonomy.
Charagan is known as the father of Ayurveda, and he wrote the treatise Charaka Samhita by including in it around 200 plants and animals. So, Charagan is the father of Ayurveda and he is known for Charaga Samhita and he included in it around 200 plants and animals. The next is John Ray. He's from England and he has recorded more than 80,000 plants in the book Historia Generalis Plantarum. So, in his book Historia Generalis Plantarum, he has recorded more than 18,000 plants. And it was John Ray who used the term species for the first time. So, the term species was used for the first time by John Ray. So, that was the contributions of John Ray. So, what are species that we will discuss? So, these were the scientists who have made valuable contribution in taxonomy, and yet another scientist is here and I will show you the picture. It is Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus is from Sweden and he is somewhat special because he is the father of modern taxonomy. And his contributions are he suggested the taxonomic hierarchy and proposed binomial nomenclature, that is, the scientific naming method for organisms. So, Carl Linnaeus is considered as the father of taxonomy and he proposed binomial nomenclature, that means the scientific method of naming organism. And that binomial nomenclature we will discuss in the next class. And here we have to discuss the contribution made by Carl Linnaeus, that is taxonomic hierarchy. So the concept of taxonomic hierarchy was proposed by Carl Linnaeus. So Aristotle is the father of biology, Theophrastus is the father of botany, and father of Ayurveda is Charagan, and Carl Linnaeus is the father of modern taxonomy. And this is an illustration regarding taxonomic hierarchy proposed by Carl Linnaeus. And here you can see there are pictures of different animals and they are divided into different sectors. You can see in this picture. And in the first sector, there is only a black bear. Then in the second sector, you can see there is black bear, there is snow bear and the brown bear. And in the third, you can see along with the bear, there is panda and koala bear. And then in the fourth, you can see there is tiger and wolf. And in the fifth, you can see along with that, there is dolphin and zebra. And in the next one, you can see there is along with this, there is frog, bird, turtle and fish. And the last one you can see different levels of animals, that is along with this bear, tiger, then wolf, dolphin, zebra, frog, bird, turtle, fish. There is starfish, then butterfly and snail. So it is in the last sector you can see all animals are included. In the last section you can see all animals are included. So the last level is the highest level. And then look into the first level, there is only a single type of animal, that is black bear. And that is the basic level, that's starting level of organisms. That is the basic level. And that is indicated as species. And the last highest level, which consists of all animals, is indicated as kingdom. So the taxonomic hierarchy or the level of classification starts from species and it ends in kingdom. So the basic level of classification is species and the highest level of classification is kingdom. Kingdom consists of all animals. Here the kingdom consists of all animals. So species you can see only black bear, but coming to the genus you can see different species of bears are there. There is black bear, snow bear and brown bear. So that constitutes a genus, different similar species.
constitutes a genus, and the similar genus, animals belonging to similar genus together, or organisms belonging to similar genus, constitutes a family, and organisms belonging to related families constitutes an order, and the closely related orders constitute, animals belonging to closely related orders together form a class, and then animals belonging to closely related class or similar class having similar features constitutes a phylum, and all the phyla together constitutes a kingdom. So this is the taxonomic hierarchy. It shows the levels of classification. And the next you can see the taxonomic hierarchy given. The order, it starts from species, that is a basic level, and then genus, similar genus together forms a family, and similar families or related families together form an order, and related orders together form a class, and related class together form the phylum, and all the phyla together constitutes a kingdom. So the first level, that is the species. Species is the basic level of classification. And what is meant by a species? Species is a group of organisms that can produce fertile offsprings through sexual reproduction. Species, it is a group of organisms which can produce fertile offsprings through sexual reproduction. And the next one is genus, that is organisms of similar species constitutes the genus. And you can see that in the illustration it is given that this black bear species is indicated here, and this black bear is a species, and this black bear is one species, snow bear is another, and brown bear is another. And so these are similar species, they share similar features, so these similar species together constitutes a genus. So organisms of similar species constitutes the genus. Then similar genus constitutes the family. That means genus showing similar organisms of the genus showing similar features constitutes the family. Then families join to form the order, and then various order constitutes the class. Various orders together form the class, and related classes join to form phylum, and all phyla constitutes the kingdom, which is the highest level. So the basic level is species and the highest level is kingdom. Now observe this illustration. This is an illustration showing the taxonomic hierarchy or the levels of classification of cat, the domestic cat. So by observing this illustration, find out based on the indicators that which are the organisms included in kingdom Animalia and which organisms are excluded at each consecutive levels, and why, what is the reason the organisms are excluded at each levels, and at what levels of this illustration can humans be included. So just observe this illustration based on the indicators and you will get the answer. So in kingdom Animalia, you can see almost all animals are there. There is bird, butterfly, housefly, rabbit, lion, bear, cat, and domestic cat is there, and wild cat is there, and tiger is there. So include all animals. The kingdom Animalia includes all animals. Then coming to the next level, the highest level is kingdom, and below the kingdom consists of all phyla, and one such phyla is Chordata. So in the kingdom Animalia, cat comes under phylum Chordata. So kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Felidae, genus Felis, and species Domesticus. So this is the level of classification of domestic cat, and it starts with the highest level, that is kingdom Animalia is shown. That means in that kingdom all animals are included. But then coming to phylum, the next level below the kingdom is phylum. Kingdom Animalia consists of different phyla.
But one such phyla is Chordata, to which the cat belongs. So coming to phylum Chordata means the animals having vertebral column are included in it. So when coming to the phylum Chordata, which all organisms are excluded? Yes, butterfly is excluded, housefly is excluded. Then cat belongs to the class Mammalia, and Mammalia means it includes vertebrates that feed their young ones with milk. So, which all organisms are excluded? Bird is excluded from the class Mammalia. All other animals are mammals. That is, they are vertebrates that can feed their young ones with milk. Then within that class, cat belongs to the order Carnivora. That means mammals that have teeth to tear off flesh, or they are flesh eating mammals. So, which organism is excluded in order Carnivora? Rabbit, because rabbit is an herbivore. Then within the order Carnivora, cat belongs to the family Felidae. Family Felidae means in that family, the organisms included are having withdrawable claws along with features of the order Carnivora. So the carnivorous animals having withdrawable claws are included in the family Felidae. So considering this feature, bear is excluded from the family Felidae. Then within the family Felidae, cat belongs to the genus Felis. That means Felis, the in genus Felis, animals which are carnivorous mammals and are small sized and they have no roaring sound. So in the genus Felis, it comes under the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, and order Carnivora, and family Felidae. But within that family, the genus Felis is small sized and they do not produce any roaring sound. So, which animals are excluded in genus Felis? Yes, tiger and lion. Then coming to the species Domesticus, cat, our domestic cat belongs to the species Domesticus because it shows the features of genus Felis and it has a unique features of the domestic cat. So the wild cat is excluded in this species. So cat belongs to the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Felidae, genus Felis, and species Domesticus. And at what levels of this illustration can humans be included? Humans belongs to the kingdom. Which kingdom? Yes, kingdom Animalia. And does humans have vertebral column? Yes. So human belong to the phylum Chordata. And yes, humans are mammals. Yes, humans are mammals because they can feed their young ones with milk. So human beings belong to the class Mammalia. And does human beings belong to the order Carnivora? They are not carnivorous, they are omnivorous. They eat flesh, but along with that, they eat plants also. So they are omnivorous, so they cannot be included in the order Carnivora. So we can include human beings up to the class Mammalia. Okay. So this is the taxonomic hierarchy of domestic cat. So now you have understood about the levels of classification of cat. So complete the worksheet identifying the levels of classification of cat. So what is a kingdom? To which kingdom cat belongs? Yes, Animalia. Then to which phylum? Phylum Chordata. Then what about class? Which class cat belongs to which class? Yes, Mammalia. And the order? Carnivora. And the family? Felidae. And the genus? Felis. And the species name is Domesticus. So this is the levels of classification of cat. So we have understood about the taxonomic hierarchy in animals. The basic level starts from the species. Similar species together forms the genus, and genus join together to form family, and similar families together form order. Related orders together form class, and related class together form phylum, and all phyla together forms the kingdom. This is a case of animals. And is this similar in plants? Is this taxonomic hierarchy or the levels of classification similar in plants? Let's have a look. Taxonomic hierarchy in plants. Just compare. Is there any similarity? Yes, most of the levels are similar, but there is a difference. Yes, there is the presence of series instead of the order in animals. In the case of taxonomic hierarchy in animals, the related families together forms the order. But in the case of plants, related family together forms the series. So in the case of plants, the taxonomic hierarchy is as species, genus, family, series, class, phylum, and kingdom. So today we have discussed about the topic milestones of taxonomy, and we have discussed about the contributions made by different scientists in taxonomy. These were the scientists who have made contributions in taxonomy. Aristotle is the father of biology, and Theophrastus is the father of botany. Charagon is the father of Ayurveda, and John Ray is related to generis plantarum, and he was the first to use the term species. And Carl Linnaeus is the father of taxonomy. And then we have discussed about the mainly about the contribution made by Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus is the father of modern taxonomy, and his contributions are binomial nomenclature and taxonomic hierarchy, and we have discussed about taxonomic hierarchy. Taxonomic hierarchy means based on similarities or differences, all organisms are placed in different levels of classification. You can see here, all organisms are placed in different levels of classification, and that is taxonomic hierarchy. The basic level starts from species, and the highest level is kingdom. That is species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, and kingdom. And in the case of animals, this is the taxonomic hierarchy. But in the case of plants, instead of the order in animals, plants are having series. That is, related family together forms order in the case of animals, but in the case of plants, related family together forms series. And there is an enrichment activity for you. So take down it in your science diary. So now you are familiar with the taxonomic hierarchy, that's levels of classification. So with that knowledge, you have to find out the taxonomic hierarchy of mango, coconut, and papaya. Mango, coconut, and papaya. So you can find out it from internet or some books related to taxonomy. Thank you.